Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Live, Love, and Laugh Show. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your host, Tarek Higgins. Woo! How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got a great show, man. We got a great show. Thank you. 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 Man. Listen, y'all, we have a great show today, man. Here at the Live, Love, and Laugh Show, man. I am your host, Tarek Higgins, and look, man, I'm telling you, man, this is going to be a very good show, but also a very sad show. Now, listen, you all, we continue to have a problem following orders from the police. Our very last show, we talked about this. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to do better when it comes to parenting our children and parenting ourselves. We're having a hard time doing that. This story is on, you're probably following the story right now on a young lady by the name of Ma'Khia Bryant. This young girl should still be with us today if she followed the orders of the police. She did not follow orders from police. Why didn't she follow the orders from police? Why are we having this problem? Ladies and gentlemen, when we were growing up, we had parents. Some of us had a mother and father, some of us just had a mother, some of us had a father, some had a grandmother, whatever. We had somebody to tell us what to do and what not to do. And we did it, or we didn't do it, but somebody told us what to do. And then if you didn't do what you was told to do, then guess what? You need to do better parenting yourself. And if you have kids, I'm sure you're not doing a very good job parenting your children. Ladies and gentlemen, we all went to school. We all had teachers. We all had teachers, and our teachers told us what to do. We did it or we didn't do it. Those that did graduated from school. Those that didn't probably didn't finish school, probably didn't graduate from school. But those that did have parents and listened to their parents and listened to their teachers, listen, they don't have this problem that's going on right now. Because they know when a police officer pulls them over, they are supposed to obey the orders of the police. They know what they're supposed to do. If you're the individual that had parents and you didn't listen to your parents and you didn't listen to your teachers, then more than likely you don't listen to the police either. But those that listen to their parents and their teachers, more than likely listen to police and do what they're told. This story, like I said, is on Ma'Khia Bryant. I'm going to share the video of this girl. It's a very disturbing video. It's a very graphic video. And I'm going to share it to y'all. If y'all have not seen the video of what happened to Ma'Khia Bryant, I'm going to show it to you today. Now listen, like I said, this video is very graphic. It's very saddening. And like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, get your kids, parent your kids. Tell your kids when they get pulled over by the police, just follow orders. That way they can live to see another day. And if there's a problem with the police, like I said before, you can take it to court, argue your case in court. But arguing on the street is not going to get you nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share this video with y'all. Like I said before, man, it's a very graphic video. I don't recommend it for children. Please take your children to another room. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this, man. We're going to talk about it. But before we do that, let's see this video. Let's watch this video. Like I said, it's very graphic. Please take your children to another room. Thank you.
I'm Interim Chief Michael Woods from the Columbus Division of Police. We'll first play the first 911 calls, so you have that information.
All right, 3171.
911, where's your emergency?
The address is 3171. We got these grown girls over here trying to fight us, trying to stop us, trying to put our hands on our grandma. Get her now.
Have you seen any weapons? Have you seen any weapons?
We need a police officer here now.
Do you see any weapons?
Police officer now.
Have you seen weapons? What's the address of your emergency?
It's on Legion Lane.
What's the emergency there?
Oh, well, never mind, the police already have it. Never mind, thank you.
Again, those were the only two 911 calls we received, and we did not receive any 645, 459 emergency line calls. Just for some additional information, we received those first call at 4:32 p.m. Officers were dispatched at 4:35 p.m. and the first officers arrived at scene at 4:44 p.m. The first video is from Officer Nicholas Reardon. Officer Reardon was working a one-officer car. He was hired in December of 2019. He's currently assigned to Zone 2, second shift, and he is the officer that discharged his firearm.
Fighting at 3171 Legion Lane.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, 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 get down, get down, get down, get down. You ain't your motherfucking baby.
Now, as y'all can see in this video, man, already, it's already a chaotic environment. The environment is already chaotic. Right when the officer gets there, everybody's acting crazy. The officer is going into a chaotic environment, and it's just crazy, man. It's already in a bad spot when this officer get there, man. They're already acting up. They're already going off, and it's like I said, man, it's a chaotic situation, and this officer is stepping into this chaos. So let me go ahead and start going and finish this up, man. Hold up, you know what? I think I need to back it up some. I'm sorry. I think I need to back it up some.
Hey, hey, get down, get down.
There we go, right there, right there. Let's back it up one more time. Now watch it. Now watch again. Like I said, this officer's going into this police call. Right at the very beginning, you can hear in the background there was a whole bunch of chaos going on in the phone call to the police. This officer is going into this chaotic scene, into this chaotic situation.
3171 Legion Lane.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, 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 get down, get down, get down, get down.
Now, as you see, look, the girl was attacking the girl. What was she attacking the girl with?
She had a knife, she just went at her.
She's a fucking kid, man. Damn, are you stupid?
I don't think this officer knows you. I don't think this officer knows the girl. He doesn't even know how old the girl is. How is he supposed to know how old any of y'all are when he gets to the scene? They expected the officer to know who these people are and how old these people are. Y'all are strangers to these officers.
What do you need me to do? What do you need me to do?
Look at that knife. Look at that. She tried to stab the girl with the knife.
What do you need? You need to pull it out.
You saw that knife, didn't you? I saw the knife, didn't you? See, the officer picked up the knife and put it to the side.
She came at her with a knife.
He shot her because she tried to stab the girl. What was he supposed to do? Let her stab him?
She charged her when she came at her with a knife.
Yeah. Is that the mama in the background? That's the mama in the background. She shot my baby. She shot. Lady, where were you at when your daughter was attacking the girl with the knife? The officer don't know it's a kid. He don't know you, sir. The officer don't know her. He don't know none of y'all. Y'all ain't his friends. Y'all ain't his relatives. This is what police have to go through every day, all day, in uniform. Chaos.
The knife's right here. She came at them.
Sir, the black community got to do better. We got to do better. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to do better. White community, everybody got to do better. Not just black, white, Hispanic, Asian, everybody. We got to do better. This is uncalled for.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I should have a medic rolling, yes.
He told them stop more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, and they still. Then the guy was trying to stop the girl out. The guy lucky he ain't take a couple shots to the dome. Yes, I watched the whole thing too. What would you have done, sir? What would you have done? Would you just let her stab the girl to death? I guess it's okay to watch somebody stab somebody to death. And the sad thing is, they are trying to get this officer put away for murder. They're not even calling him a hero for saving a life. Ridiculous. Knocked the girl on her back. There's Ma'Khia right underneath of the girl. They got it all out of the scene. Now look at the guy. Look at the guy. Look, kicking her. damn shame. That is ridiculous. What? Look, bam, knife. Did that look like a butter knife to y'all? That looked like a very sharp knife, a very sharp object. And homeboy is kicking the girl like she a damn soccer ball. And look at damn Fido. Fido just sitting there chilling, like the whole thing. Like damn, the dog is like I seen this shit before. I done seen this before. This ain't nothing new to me. I seen this.
To provide you with some additional information that we have, officers attempted life-saving measures almost immediately after the shots were fired. Those included an assessment of injuries and wounds and CPR. There is a switch between officers providing CPR. One officer conducted CPR for several minutes and was relieved by a second officer.
Yeah, I saw they tried their best to keep her alive. They did their best.
Notified that we need a medic at that scene. 6 minutes
But
after the shots were fired.
This should never even happen.
And performed.
That's the problem. This should have never even have happened if this girl's parents were there to supervise them or tell them right from wrong. Bad parenting. All this is from the very simple thing, you're not parenting your children. Your children out in the streets acting like hooligans. I'm going to just go on and say this, man. That officer saved both of those girls' lives. Both of them. One was about to get stabbed to death, and the other one's about to get stomped out by a damn man. And then he on the sideline want to talk about, oh, she's a kid. Why'd you shoot her for? She's a daggone kid. Well, both of them look like grown women. They don't know them. They don't know you either, sir. Well, you on the sideline screaming, talking about their children. Acting like they Facebook friends or something. Like, all right, you know, Ma'Khia is 16. We friends on Facebook. We friends on Instagram. Them officers don't know y'all. And even then, even if the officer did know you, what are you supposed to do? Sit there and watch Ma'Khia stab the other girl to death and let the dude stomp the girl to death with it stomp her to death and kick her in the head?
You want to just get kind of and start until he.
This is crazy. This is don't even. We're gonna go ahead and finish this video out, man, so y'all can see the whole thing, everything. We're gonna finish this out.
You guys okay right now? Okay. I didn't know if anybody took off running. That's what I did. I saw you guys both. You got her. I was like, she was shot that way, and then I wouldn't get the pulse. Just want to make sure, you know, we don't have to go right up on us, and that's what happened anyway. People were trying to find you guys.
So I will try and answer some questions that you have.
Who was on that first 911 call? Is that Ma'Khia Bryant?
We do not know that. Again, that will be BCI interviewing all the witnesses to determine who made those phone calls. The Division of Police did not interview any witness or anyone that day, and we will not interview them.
Did anyone on the scene say it was Ma'Khia?
I do not have any of that information.
Who were the other people in that video? For example, the woman on the ground or the woman in pink. How old were they and what were their relationships?
Even if it was Ma'Khia
Witnesses-
that made the phone call,
referred to BCI.
Ma'Khia is the one that tried to stab somebody with a knife in front of the police.
We don't come in, we did separate the witnesses.
Regardless if it was Ma'Khia that called or not. You're not gonna just kill somebody in front of a police officer and think it's okay, even if you call it in distress.
Keep them available for BCI, but we do not interview them. We don't ask them what they saw before we got there or when it was there. That's an entirely exclusive BCI process.
You guys have a question for you and then one for the mayor, if I may. This question has to do with policy more than it has to do with the investigation. Since it happened and people heard the mayor call for transparency and the body cameras to be released, one question specifically that has gone viral on social media is, to what degree should an officer opt to use a taser rather than just
A taser? Tasers don't even work.
Based on policy, not specific to this investigation.
Yeah, because I cannot respond specifically to this specific incident, but what I can say is when officers are faced with someone.
The officer did his
deadly
job.
force, Deadly force can be the response the officer.
That was
gives.
that was it. That's all he could have did. That taser would did nothing to that big girl. I'm sorry. She was a big girl.
To use a taser versus the service weapon.
Again, if there's not. deadly
Tasers
force,
don't work on big people. I've seen too many cases where tasers don't work on big people.
An officer may have the opportunity to have cover, distance, and time to use a taser. But if those things aren't present and there is an active assault going on in which someone could lose their life, the officer can use their firearm to protect that third person.
Chief Woods, you described how your policy allows an officer to discharge their firearm to prevent deadly harm. What do you train your officers about how many times they can discharge their weapon before stopping and reevaluating and determining if they need to keep discharging their weapon?
Firearms training is you fire till the threat is over. So
There you go.
fired, but I can't assess what the officer is thinking. That'll be through his statement. But training is you fire to stop the threat.
Chief, can I ask you about the gentleman who was also seen in the video, who was seen kicking the girl who was on the ground? Is CPD investigating that separately as a possible assault?
Yeah, we will have to look at that, but first, before we can talk to that person or any other individual to look at any other crime that may have been committed during this, is that BCI again has to have that first opportunity to talk to everyone there. Once they give us information that those interviews have been completed and that it's okay, then we will step in and see if there are additional individuals that need to have charges filed.
One of the big questions that has been asked primarily on social media, and it may seem like a silly question that like, shouldn't people already know, but this is a legitimate question that a lot of people are asking, is can an officer shoot the leg? Can they shoot somewhere?
That don't necessarily stop nobody.
A lot of people have said, couldn't he have just shot her in the leg so she dropped? Couldn't he have shot her in the arm?
That don't necessarily stop nobody. Shooting a person in the leg don't necessarily stop nobody.
We don't train to shoot the leg because that's a small target. We train to shoot center mass. What is available to stop that threat? There was a threat going on, a deadly force threat that was going on. So the officer is trained to shoot center mass, the largest part of a body that is available to them. When you try to start shooting legs or arms, rounds miss, and then they continue on, and there are people behind that could be in danger that are not committing anything. So we try and minimize any danger to anyone else if we have to use our firearm.
Chief, is a 12-minute response time for recording stabbing acceptable?
It was not written up as an attempted stabbing. We received the information as a disturbance. There was.
Oh, we heard what was going on in the background when they first called the police.
Using information The dispatchers attempted to gain more information to help them decipher what was going on. The second call was very abbreviated. Once they saw a cruiser outside, no additional information was provided. So what we try and do with our dispatchers is ask those questions, get as much information that we possibly can so that officers traveling to a scene have all that information. In this instance, I think it was very chaotic. The phone call was very loud. There was a lot of screaming going on in the background. So all that information that we weren't able to get would have been beneficial. But as far as a 12-minute response time, I also don't know what was else going on in the city at that time. We have to prioritize. We only have so many resources. So if there were other priority calls for service going on at that time, we have to look at that, and then our cars available for that.
The first caller did refer to trying to staff.
Yes.
That's no cause for servicing.
Again, cars were dispatched. We had the run written. Are cars available? I don't have that information if cars were available. We received the call. The call was written up. But do we have cars available to respond? That's a question I just don't have the answer to right now.
We know the proximity of the first responding officer who fired the shots. We know how far he was from
I do
the
not.
scene. Okay.
She said the first two girls were injured, but shouldn't be seen one and goes down.
I believe they were minor injuries. I don't have the extent of those injuries, though. I don't have that information again. Any injury or any information they would have provided would have gone to BCI, not to the Columbus Police.
You said the first call came in at 4:32, is that correct?
Yes.
And she got this, and the second call came in.
I don't have that time. I just have the first information. We received the first call at 4:32.
And officers were dispatched at 4:35.
4:35.
Does it typically take 3 minutes to dispatch an officer to a scene, like the stuff where?
Again, a dispatcher has, this is zone 2, so this is a large part of the southeast part of the Columbus. So there are 4 precincts on that zone. It's an afternoon. It was a nice day. There may have been a lot of calls for service. So what cars are available? They rank those in priorities, priority 1, priority 2s. This was a priority 2 call. Once a car is available, they get dispatched.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're not gonna wing back. There's no need for the rest of this. You know, we should just see the rest of this. So what was the officer? What options did the officer have? What options did he have? He said several times, stop, stop, stop. They kept on. The guy looked like a grown man kicking a woman upside the head. Ma'Khia Bryant knocked the girl on the ground, and the guy came over there and tried to stop her out. Ma'Khia Bryant came out of nowhere, got up off the girl, and went and attacked the other girl with a daggone steak knife. The officer told him to stop. They act like the officer wasn't even there. They didn't even pay attention to the officer. They acted like the officer wasn't even there. They blocked the officer out and attacked. It went at the girls like wild dogs. Like, no. You have no consideration for life, other people's life. For you to kick a woman upside the head as a man, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be thrown away because you are a disgrace. Ma'Khia Bryant paid no attention to the officer when he told her to stop. The guy paid no attention to the officer when the officer told him to stop. The guy did not stop until the officer shot Ma'Khia, and then all of a sudden, oh, police are here. Police are here. Then you expect the officer to know that he shot a child. Are y'all friends? Are y'all friends with the officer? Officer supposed to know y'all? officer came into the situation with chaos going on. He had no idea what was going on. He stepped into chaos, saw chaos going on, and he wasn't even able to speak because y'all didn't even acknowledge him being there. 6-year-old girl, gone. Bad parenting. Bad parenting. And you expect the officer to know that he's shooting a big, grown 16-year-old girl that looked like a grown woman. Everybody there looked grown. Unfortunately today, you know what I'm saying, it might be some of the milk or the water, the food, but children looking like grown adults at 12 years old. They're looking grown. When I went to school, you could tell that we were children. You know what I'm saying? When we were growing up, you could tell, okay, they kids. But today, no, these kids growing up at 10-year-olds, they got booties and breasts and all kinds of stuff. These girls look like grown-ass women. And you expect him to know that these are children. They built like women. They look like women. He took it as they were women. You wanted him to know that they were 16 before he even knew their damn names. You wanted him to sit back and watch this other girl, stab this other girl, slice this other girl, possibly to death, right in front of his face and not do nothing. You want him to sit back and watch another person kill another person in front of his face? Let me ask you a question. What do you think would happen if the officer did let that happen? What do you think would happen to him then? If an officer was to sit there and watch another murder happen in front of his face, what do you think is going to happen to the officer? Exactly. You don't know because you don't have a uniform on. What would you have done if you had a uniform on? What would you have done? Would you just sit there and watch? Because all Black Lives Matter, so I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to let them kill each other. Because we used to that. We used to see black people kill each other. So let's just go ahead and let them do it. Let them kill each other. It's okay when they do it, but it's a hot mess when white people kill black people. The officer would have gotten in trouble. The officer would have been fired. The officer would have been done if he would have sat back and watched another person kill him in front of his face and not done nothing. But instead, we sit back and we want to punish this officer for saving lives. Black lives. Only one life got lost that day. And there could have been 2 lives lost that day. Because the officer, when they got there, that girl probably would have got her brain stomped out on the ground, and the other girl probably would have got sliced up and died. So also, there'd have been 2 deaths instead of 1. The officer saved 2 lives. It don't even matter who called the police. You're not going to kill somebody in front of a police officer. It's not going to happen. It's unfortunate that the girl's parents weren't there to parent their children. It's unfortunate that Ma'Khia's mother or father weren't there to stop what was going on. But they were there to scream and holler about, oh my God, my daughter died. You shot my daughter. Why did you shoot my daughter? Well, why weren't you there to protect your daughter and keep your daughter in the house and keep her from being out in the street acting a fool? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. The officer should be pictured as a hero, not a murderer. LeBron James want to be on there talking about, oh, you're next. On Twitter. Talking about the officer. You're next. You're next what, LeBron? You're next what? You're next what? You're next to die? Is that a threat? Are you threatening the officer's life? Oh, you think the officer's going to be like Derek Chauvin, huh? You think he's going to do something for this? I don't think so. We just saw the video. Is there a video I ain't seen yet? Is there a video? Is there another video? I need to see another video. Is there another video? Because this video looks like he saved lives. Now these fools are out now rioting. For what? What are we riding for? Where are the kids? Where are those people that the officers say? Why aren't they smoking yet? Whenever something like this happens, the people that need to be speaking just go away or quiet. Like, shh, don't say that, shh. The officer is a hero. He saved 2 people's lives that day. And now the whole Black community wants this officer to be put away for life in jail, prison. When are we going to stop, ladies and gentlemen? When are we going to stop? When are we going to stop and parent our children, parent ourselves, and learn that you don't get nowhere fighting the police? You don't get nowhere. These officers don't know you. They don't know you on social media. They don't know you on Facebook. They don't know you. They're not your neighbor. And even if they are your neighbor, still, if you acting a crazy fool and trying to kill somebody in front of them, you're gonna probably get the smoke. There's no way around this. This situation could have been avoided. Ma'Khia Bryant, 16 years old, has now lost her life. She no longer has a future. And I blame her parents. I blame her parents because they should have parented her better. Now, mind it, I heard she was a foster child. So she's already, she's dealing with a lot of different stuff. Was Ma'Khia Bryant, was she seeing a psychiatrist? Was she getting psychiatric help during this time? If not, if she was not seeing help, that's another problem. You as the parent, foster parent, whoever, if you know your child has a problem, you need to get them help. It seemed like Ma'Khia Bryant had a lot of anger in her. For her to do that, she has a lot of anger in her. And that anger didn't just come that day. For you to get ready to kill somebody, you have a lot of built up anger inside of you. Something is boiling inside you for you to pick up a knife, a steak knife, not a butter knife. They said, oh, it's a butter knife. No, that had a blade, that sharp blade, a point. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to parent your kids better. You need to grab your children and say, listen, there's no need to argue with an officer. You always have your day in court. Same thing with you grown-ups. Ladies and gentlemen, you grown folks, you have your day in court. You do not have to fight with the officer on the street. The officer doesn't have time to fight with you on the street. He don't want to fight with you on the street. The officer just wants to do his job, go home, and start his day all over again the next day. He does not want to shoot nobody. You think officers want to wake up and just shoot and kill people all the time? Especially Black people? I mean, y'all claim that's all that's going on. Officers killing Blacks like every day. For no reason, no reason. There's no reason to kill a Black person. There's no reason to kill anybody. We all doing the right thing in America. We all doing the right thing. White people doing all the right, they're all doing the right thing. Asian people doing the right thing. Mexicans doing the right thing. Everybody doing the right thing, right? Everybody's doing the right thing. There's no reason to kill nobody. Everybody has the right to live, even when they're doing stuff like trying to kill a police officer or trying to kill somebody in front of them. Just let them live. They don't need to die. Shoot them in the leg. Hit with the taser. Tasers don't work. Tasers don't work. They need to get rid of tasers because they don't work. I can say this. The tasers I've seen that the police have used on big people, they don't work on big people. Big people, that shit just bounce off of bing. And they don't work. Tasers don't work. Shooting people in the leg don't work all the time either. The best way to stop a person from doing something, from harming somebody or harming them, is by sending them ass. Bow. I'm sorry it had to happen. It should have happened. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to do better. And now y'all out here protesting. Y'all here riding, tearing up shit. Tearing up shit. Tearing up shit. Because the officer saved some lives. I know y'all still upset because y'all know because of George Floyd and Dante Wright and other cases. I know y'all upset. But guess what? Once again, these guys were not angels. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep it real with you. The people that these guys that passed away from the by the police, like I said, the streets are safer now. One less bad person on the street. I'm sorry, one less bad person on the street. Do you want your street safe? Do people want their street safe? The more criminals on the street, the more problems we have. The less criminals on the street, the less problems we have. These guys were not angels. These people are not the type of people you want to be caught in the alley at night with. If they would have done what they was told to by the police, these bad criminals would still be here today. A criminal is a criminal. It's just that simple. They're criminals because they don't listen. Probably mentally unstable. Do you know if you're mentally unstable? Do you know? Do you know if your kids are thinking properly? When is the last time you went to get a mental examination? When is the last time you took your kids to get an examination? When is the last time? Ladies and gentlemen, we got to do better. We're rioting, we're protesting for all the wrong reasons, for all the wrong people. There's innocent people that get killed all the time and we don't protest. There's people that get shot and killed in drive-bys. People get shot and killed in robberies. All in the wrong place, and there's no protesting. There's no crying about their lives. But we always want to point the finger at white people or black people. I mean, not necessarily black people, because black officers kill white people, and there's nothing. Nobody says anything. It gets dismissed. Who cares? Who cares when a black officer kills a white person? Who cares? My white brothers and sisters don't care when that happens. They don't care. It's not mentioned in the news. They don't even talk about it. You got to go all on the motherfucking Google and Google search it. And it pops out like the very last. You got to go all the way down and scroll down. Just scrolling, until you get to a motherfucker, till you get to the stories. They don't care. Social media, the news, they don't care about black cops killing white people. It happens. They don't tell you about it, but it happens. But you got to look for it, for you to find it, because they don't care about you knowing about it. I guess white people believe that it's no such thing as racism. I mean, if a white person does something wrong and a black officer shoots them, then obviously they deserve to get shot. That's how they look at it. They don't be out here talking about, oh, these black officers are racist because they killed white people. But let a white man or white woman kill a black boy, a black man or black woman, oh, it's all racism. That's what they want us to. That's what they want us to believe. They want us to believe the only people who die by police forces is black people. It's not true, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to leave it like this: protesting, rioting, tearing up shit is not going to get you justice. It's not. Simple as that. It's not. Ladies and gentlemen, do better by parenting yourself, parenting your children, and these type of things will not happen. Obviously, tells you to do something. You just do it. You might not like it. But guess what? If you don't like it, take it behind the court, fight it in court, and there you go. That's how you get your justice. You fight the crap in court. Don't fight on the street. Don't try to fight the police officer. Don't try to hit the officer with your car. Don't try to shoot the officer. Don't try to fight the officer. Because then guess what? You're more than likely going to lose. And when you lose, 9 times out of 10, you lose your life. It's just simple. There's a protest going on, riot going on, whatever going on, that they try to rally up in Florida. This didn't even happen in Florida. Did y'all know that Florida has now an anti-rioting law where you can't even riot, protest? That shit ain't happening. They're gonna go there and try to do that shit in Florida when their governor has already put out the law that he's not going to allow it. He's not going to allow it to happen. Why do we have to always look for daggone? We always want to look for trouble. Always go looking for trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to look, you don't have to make trouble. Trouble can find you. But when you go and start the trouble, this is too much for me, man. It's too much. I just want to live, love, and laugh. That's all I do. I just want to live, love, and laugh. And I want y'all to do the same thing. I want you to live your best life. Love yourself. Love each other. There's no love going on here, man. This is other but hate. And laugh. Laugh. Live, love, and laugh. And your life will be so much better if you just live the best way you can. Love yourself and love everyone and laugh. Even when things get hard, laugh. Laugh about it. And just, you know what? Try again the next day. Look, y'all, my name is Terry Kiggins, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in to live, love, and laugh. Like I said, man, I just want y'all to live your best life. Do better. Love yourself. Love everyone. And like I said, don't take life seriously. Laugh about it and do better the next time. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do, man. Anyway, man, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Be healthy and do better. And just please, don't let this situation happen to you, okay, y'all? Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.